Where is this guy?
Did you just... Are you
I think you meant cold.
Chuff there, Ed?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the missile.
It's
Okay,
one on your nose, yeah.
I may well die horribly here.
You go wrong. You're in a SU-25T. I mean, come on.
Go on, give it an AOA roll.
He's about to
Oh shit, that's an
an
Eagle right there.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. He is abysmal. He's overshot me.
He's actually going pure vertical.
He is into the sun.
Maybe I can get him right here. I think it's a strike eagle. I could be wrong.
He's gonna get me in this head on unless he's very bad. He's very bad.
Alright, I'm on this 6 right here. Let's see.
Minimum speed.
Shit, can't get the lock.
Minimum speed. Minimum
Fox
speed.
Fox 2, I was flash right him as well. Oh my god, he is a moron. He is an actual moron. Do you see what I mean though? Hey folks, welcome back to DCS. Today we're going to be looking at Shadow Reaper's 80s server. So if you're a fan of things like Contention or Blue Flag, it's quite similar to that, except the team composition's a little bit different. So everything that's a NATO aircraft is actually on the NATO team, with the exception of the F-14A because it was fielded by Iran. And then everything, oh, and the Phantom as well, which was, I guess, also fielded by Iran. But everything else is on red. So it's quite rare, for example, to see the Mirage 2000 on blue. It's almost always put on red for balancing reasons. And the Viper is quite often put on red as well, leaving the Hornet to be like blue's mainstay aircraft, or at least full-fit mainstay aircraft. But having the Mirage, something that you can fly on blue, it means you can actually fight Russian aircraft with it, which is quite rare. It kind of presents some new challenges that you don't come across very often. If you go on dynamic slots, all of the airbases are listed. We'll just click on Abu Aldahir, so you can see that you can spawn in, you can select your aircraft. We'll go for the Mirage F1EE. You can set your flare and chaff count, so I might just leave it default to be honest, and then you can set your loadout. So we'll go for Magic 2s and 530Fs, and you can also set your camo. So the upside of doing it in this menu is that when you're actually getting in the plane, I think it's that one that's the nice one. Downside is that you can't look at your plane whilst you're doing this. But the upside is that when you hop in it, you can also do hot starts if you're not one for doing cold starts. But it means that your plane's already armed up, fueled up and everything as you jump in it. So there is an EWR system to help you find air targets, but it isn't infallible like it is in some servers. So there are line of sight restrictions between the radar bases and the aircraft, so if people are really hugging the deck, they can quite effectively sneak around, and you can also destroy the enemy's EWR stations to my knowledge, which I'm kind of torn over that being good or bad, because Blue Flag allows that, and what generally happens is that one team just hammers seed, and they just kill all of the radars until the other team's blind, and then they just wipe the entire floor with them, and it's a bit shit. So I don't really want to see that happen in this server, and maybe it won't, but I also don't really like the idea of making radar bases invincible because it's just a bit stupid. Right, let me just I like to set the gun depression thing to 44 because it puts the gun pepper here. So when I switch between, I don't think it'll let me do it on the ground because I've got master armor at the moment, but when you switch between your missile systems and back again, instead of you having that really shitty annoying floating air-to-air pepper that's on a gyro, because I fucking hate gyros, it means that you can put the pepper exactly where your point of aim is, and it gives you a static gun cross, which is a huge improvement in my opinion. Actually that's 150, so we'll rotate. And we'll gear up. And we'll flaps up. So we'll put master arm on. So when I go to dogfight mode, it still does give me that annoying shitty gyro pepper. But in this mode I can actually launch my air missiles. If I don't want this mode, I can cancel that, and because I've left it by default on like one of the air to ground settings, it doesn't really matter which one because you can use your gun in all of them, but it gives you that fixed pepper which you can move using the, if you haven't bound it, it's this wheel, and 44 just puts the crosshair right on your point of aim. The radar's a bit quirky in the Mirage F1, and if you stay above, I think it's 5,000 feet, it will just see everything no matter what. It's a bit broken. The downside, of course, is that I don't actually have IFF, and currently there's nothing coming up on the GCI reports. We are red and we are also outnumbered, so it's completely possible that blue may have just wiped out all of our EWR bases. So 200 degrees, 49 miles at 4,000 feet, hot, large, coming in at 750 nautical miles per hour. That's extremely fast. I'm not sure what large means. This is quite a new system they've implemented since I've been online. It did just used to straight up tell you what the aircraft is. Large in my mind would equate to something like a transport aircraft, or perhaps like an AWACS or a B-52, something of that nature, like multiple engine big ass thing. But I'm actually wondering whether it might be like an F-15, because as fighters go that is big. But there are transports and bombers on this server. There's also AI, there's quite a lot of AI in fact. Sometimes it can be difficult to tell whether it's AI that you're targeting or not. We do have a 15 on our EWR, and there is a target at just beyond 30 miles, that's saying 25 now though. We are looking in the right direction though, roughly. He would be slightly off to the right of us. Let's get some, something just died over there. F-15C killed red AI with aims. I bet that is what it is, you know. I'm gonna ditch the tank. And attempt to lock him up. So I've got something locked up, but I do not know what it is. I think it may have died. SC-27 killed. Yeah. That'll be the flanker then, I bet. Certainly looks very flankery. Oh well. Not the most exciting fight to get into ever, but at least we're not dead. Okay, so it says massive at 90 nautical miles per hour. I don't know why it says nautical miles per hour, not knots. That's a bit stupid. But 194, 42 miles, 5,000 feet, hot, large, coming at 310 knots. So I would wager that that sounds like an A10. But there isn't an A10 on the board, so it may well be someone that just took off. Maybe a Hornet. Oh, in fact there is an A10. I just spotted it. Where's he gone? It's here. I bet you it's that guy. 197 for 34. He's doing 500 knots now though, which is quite a bit faster. 30 miles, 9,000 feet. We're at 15,000 feet. 30 miles is all the way up here on our scale. We'll try and dive to match his altitude. That will probably be him. Can I have a lock, please? There we go. 26 miles, 13,000 feet. So he should be above me now. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that's gonna be the guy. It would probably help if I selected the weapons I actually want to shoot at him. So he's 15 miles. That makes sense. Apparently we're in range. So we'll fire one and see what he does. And I'm actually going to start dropping some flares in case he's fired a long range. We've lost track. He is in visual range. I've switched to my bore sight mode, which has 7 mile range. I think he's turned cold and he's still diving. He's flaring. I'm struggling to see him. Three, 1, 2, 305.26, beam right large. Let's look for that guy then. .22. That may well be him. And I would wait that this is going to be the A10. I think he might have just crashed. Oh no, maybe not. Not sure what that thing is. See something climbing, something diving. That's a 21's flare pattern. So that must be the hostile. Come on radar, find him for me please. I'll go for a Fox 2. I've actually lost viz on him. Spectacularly lost viz on him. Oh, did I just kill him? I did. I completely lost viz on him and my Magic 2 just, yeah. Oh well, we'll take it. Killed the Hornet with a Magic 2 in a Mirage F1. One of the things, I actually, when this server launched, or shortly after Enigma showed it off, I actually did some filming with one of my Discord members, and we both went out in flankers because it's one of the only things that actually gets a data link, because the Viper and the Hornet's data link is kind of restricted, and they aren't allowed access to their helmet mount sights either. So we took the flanker out, and it was a turkey shoot. I ended up almost getting 6 kills in my first sortie, but the server reset, and I think, I don't know why, but it seems to sort of bring in not the best people. I think they all get a bit too overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that's going on, and they were the easiest kills I've ever got, and there was barely any resistance whatsoever, and they were all players because we kept checking the kill feed, but I'd get people literally just flying head on into me, kind of like what that Hornet did, without ever actually shooting back, and it all just felt a little bit too easy, and this is sort of beginning to feel the same way, and I'm not sure why that is. Hopefully the 60s version of the server that they've launched will help with that, because everyone is kind of more reliant on the gun to do work than anything else. 146 for 19. So 19's about there on the display. He's beam left. I reckon it might be this dude here. Got him locked. So he just killed, Hornet just killed Sukhoi 27. He's 7 miles. 6 miles. I'm going to fire. Let's track in. We'll switch to our Magic 2s. We got him. That was easy. So that's our mission accomplished. 2 Hornets dead. Like I said as well, they do have a PvE server that uses modern aircraft with AMRAAMs and stuff. So this, in my opinion, it'd actually be a very good server for you to join if you were less confident. So landing the Mirage F1 is, in my opinion, one of the most difficult aircraft to land in the game, although it's a lot better now than it was when it first launched because the brakes were extremely sensitive at first, and if you even so much as tapped them for a second, it would veer you off the runway. So my methodology is to lock the nose wheel so that you can't accidentally turn the nose wheel whilst you're trying to maintain alignment with the rudder. Why are my magic seekers seeing things when master arm is off? I do not know. We need to get our speed to like 220, I think, for the gear to be safe to come down. I apologise for that noise, but I'm holding things too steady to do anything about it at the moment. So this is the Shadow Reaper server. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you on here. I know it wasn't the most interesting mission ever, but it was just a showcase of how it actually works and what kind of things you can expect. Like I said, I do think it's quite noob friendly at the moment because even the more experienced players, there's so much going on. This can kind of work as a bit of a downside for new players, I suppose, but there can be quite a lot happening at once and it can distract people. But being distracted means that they tend to be a lot easier to get close to in less effective aircraft, so I do feel like I can handle myself in something like a Mirage F1, even though most of the things that you're shooting at are Gen 4s, like the Flanker, the F-15, the Hornet and the F-16, and the Tomcat as well to an extent. But yeah, I'm just yabbering at this point, so I'm just going to leave you there. Thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.